Savvy Oregon travelers know this fact for sure. The quickest way to get from here to there is often a highway blur. But that's okay by me. It leaves the backcountry byways for the quiet times. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week we have a wonderful backcountry byway along a river you may have missed called the Nehalem. Join me as we explore hiking delights and dizzying heights.
On a clear day, even from a distance, Saddle Mountain steals the scene across the Oregon Coast Range, a distinct landmark that's hard to deny. Even harder for hikers to resist, for it's an Oregon State Park trail that will steal your heart.
Saddle Mountain is really cherished for its wildflowers, its hiking opportunities, and its spectacular views, something that must be experienced. The trail starts out with a pretty steep climb, but then it sort of levels off and you experience a coastal forest, and you have Sitka spruce and Doug fir, and then roughly about a mile up or so you start to experience some of the geological features, big rocky boulders and outcrops, and you'll see really amazing mosses and lichens that you won't see anywhere else.
Each step up Saddle Mountain's 2.5-mile long trail reveals a timeless place, born of events 16 million years old, when a single thick layer of Columbia River basalt flowed into the ocean. Eventually, the ground rose and the mountain was born. Today, the basalt breaks away in chunks. Cracks, crevices, and bands show off eons of geologic time.
It's a very steep climb that last half mile, and it's definitely not for anyone who's afraid of heights.
Soon the trail opens onto grassy meadows covered in a riot of wildflowers. While water is rare, the springs seep and replenish a surprising number of plants with a sound that also soothes your soul.
Wonderful example of many of the ecosystems in the Coast Range because of its elevation, and it also harbors species that you aren't going to see anywhere else too, species that are found only at Saddle Mountain. And the best times to view are between May and June.
If time is on your side, you'll be face to face with the namesake, the saddle, and then the summit, bare double peaks that loom ahead.
It's quite rewarding when you get to the top because you've made the climb, but also you have that spectacular panoramic view.
Each day's view is different. Today the ocean is obscured, but as 6th highest point in the Oregon Coast Range, Saddle Mountain serves up drifting clouds so close you'll feel as though you could reach out and touch them.
The temperature can be very different up there as compared to the parking lot, definitely. And we are in the Coast Range, shrouded by fog often, so it's important to wear layers and to bring rain gear, especially. You just don't know what you're going to encounter. One of the gems of the Oregon coast, for sure.
Let Saddle Mountain State Park be the start of your backroad journey. Next up, the nearby Nehalem River and a forest campground you may have missed called Spruce Run.
Most times on the weekend you can still find a spot out here. You may not get one of the spots right adjacent to the river, but there are 31 spots here, and most times you can at least find a spot here.
Spruce Run campsites, many are streamside, go for $10 a night. While just 4 miles up the road, you can get lost on purpose with a rod, reel, and a chance to catch fish at Lost Lake.
Lost Lake is stocked by the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, so it offers fishing for both bank anglers and also wading anglers and canoe fishermen. It's a shallow water lake, but it's a really good place to take people for a semi-primitive experience. It's close to highways and access, but when you're there, you feel like you're miles away from anywhere.
The roadway winds around as a dizzying affair with occasional views of the Nehalem River. And once back to straight as an arrow Highway 26, look for landmark Camp 18, popular rest stop known for its restaurant, and these days, something new.
You have to have it in your blood. If you don't have logging in your blood, you're not going to last.
Mark Stanley says the Camp 18 Logger Memorial Museum is a place to remember those who gave their lives to Oregon logging. The crowning centerpiece is a life-sized bronze that greets you at the entrance.
Just a hard-working logger. This is actual logging equipment, clothes, and that type of thing. The log was a real log.
It's a remarkably accurate work. The logger's pants and sleeves cut short, so not to hang up on limbs or brush. A firm grip on his working chainsaw with a falling axe within easy reach.
It's just awesome. Most people, when they walk in, the first thing is, that's incredible. This is a way to keep those memories alive. You can stop in here and visit these folks. It's just a good thing.
And that's what you'll be saying about this backcountry byway, where the Nehalem River flows to the sea and the mountains soar to the sky. A stretch of Oregon that'll keep you coming back for more.
Important to remember that Spruce Run Campground and Saddle Mountain State Park do not take reservations. It's first come, first served. So if you're planning a camp out on a busy summer weekend, get there early. We have all the details and directions and the contact information on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and explore a backcountry byway of your very own. You'll not be disappointed. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.